Hi Jack of Brothers, I hope you're having a lovely first of spring. It's the first day of spring. The birds were chirping, the sun was shining, and the flowers were blooming, and it rained. This morning it was lovely, bright and sunny, no clouds in the sky. It was lovely, and then as the day went on, it got cloudy, it got really chilly, and just started lashing it down with rain. That's our weather for you. Today I had English, but my English teacher was off because his daughter was ill. So instead, we went into a maths class and we did some English test papers. And I did an exam test of reading and writing exams, and it went really well. At break, I went off to the factory and I had a Belgian bun and a Ribena apple juice Ribena and chatted with my mates and just did some drawing and read and just chatted with my mates. Then I went back to lesson and did a reading exam practice paper and it went really well. Then I had lunch. I tried calling home but I couldn't get hold of my mum because she was up in the night, so she was resting, so I didn't worry or anything. I just let her rest, and she texted me to say she was out and how she was feeling a lot better, so that was good. And I had my lunch and just hanged out with my mates and caught up on all the gossip that I'd missed while I was away, all the new relationships and all the new drama that I've missed and stuff. And it was really good to catch up with everyone. Then in the afternoon, I was doing some doodling and I went off to my afternoon lessons, and everyone was saying how cool my hair looked and stuff. Loads of my mates on my college course seem to all have got their haircut on the same day, all on Friday. It's just a bizarre coincidence. And this one really annoying guy that just really gets under my skin and always has to have an opinion and is always so rude. It's like, oh, your fringe is so weird. So I was like, well, your face is weird. I was like, oh, they haven't cut your hair properly. So I went to him, are you a hairdresser? And he was like, I was like, are you a hairdresser? I was like, no. I was like, exactly. They just don't say anything. And I also said, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all, because he just always says something horrible. And then this afternoon, because a lot of the teachers were off ill, we then split. We were in. There's a lot of us in one class, so we got split up into two classes. One class went and did arts and crafts, and then the other stayed and watched the boy in the striped pajamas. And I decided to stay in and watch the boy in the striped pajamas. And believe me, it is not a very nice film. Such a sad film. I had to go out at the end because I don't like the ending of the film because it's just really sad. And I did some drawing, and luckily the one that was trying to get at me about my haircut went into the other room, and so that was good. Got away from him. I had break, and I tried calling home. My mum had gone to the shops to get some wool, and she got back and then had to go back out again. So I couldn't get hold of her, and so I started worrying because I thought she'd been to the shops ages, and I started worrying that something had happened to her. And then I got hold of my dad, and he explained how she'd had to go back out. So then I calmed down, and then on the way home, to get the bus home, I called her, and she said how she was home, and I said how my day had been, and then I swore that heard someone call my name while coming out of college. I thought it was either my mum or my brother's girlfriend, but my brother's girlfriend was at placement today, so it must have been my imagination. I got home and I had a cheese toastie and a cup of tea, and I watched Home and Away and some Doctor episodes and stuff off record, and just did some drawing. My sister got back from work and she's gone off to her boyfriend's house. My younger sister was back from college early and did some artwork, and then my younger brother got back from college and got back with his girlfriend who'd been on a placement, and then he went off to rugby, and my older brother's in uni at the moment, and I watched the soaps. There was a double bill of EastEnders tonight because EastEnders isn't on Friday because it's Wet Nose Day or Comic Relief, one or the other. I'm not sure. I think it's Comic Relief, and yeah, it's definitely Comic Relief. So I can't wait for that. Wait, crap. It's one or the other. I always get them so confused. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to that on Friday. So of course we've got a double bill of EastEnders, and I also watched Emmerdale and Hollyoaks. And my brother's girlfriend and me have something in common. We both love Hollyoaks, so we both watched that together at the end. And I wrote my journal. Then my brother got back from rugby. My dad went down for a bit and then came back up, and I have ordered The Secret of Moonacre on DVD off Amazon. I love Amazon. It's such a good place to get stuff on because they always do it really cheap and really good prices. So yeah, I've bookmarked 3 Barbie dolls to get Barbie Fashionistas because I love Barbie, as you may know. In some of my previous videos, I've expressed my passion for Barbie dolls, and yeah, so I'm hopefully getting those soon. So that should be good. And yeah, today's been really good. Great start to the week. Today at college, I was saying how everyone's weekend was, and they were like, "Oh, how was your day yesterday?" Thinking it was Sunday. I was like, "Oh, it was good." Everyone in college was and saying about college and stuff, and I got really confused. I was like, "What? It was Sunday yesterday," not realizing it was actually Tuesday today and not Monday. I can't believe it's Wednesday tomorrow and then Thursday, and then I'm off again because I only have 4 days in. The weeks are going so quickly now, it's nuts. But anyway, I hope you've all had a lovely start to the spring and a lovely Tuesday, and I shall see you around. Also, just before I go, I've now got 22 blooming subscribers, and that is freaking amazing. I'm so happy. I love it. I appreciate all of you that have subscribed to me and put up with my craziness, my rambles, and my chattiness, and it's so appreciative that you've done it and you've all subscribed to me. And yeah, 22 subscribers to some people may not seem like a lot, but to me it means everything. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. See you later, guys. Night.